folks, welcome back to Let's Play Xuan Yuan 7 on the Mysterious JG. Last time I managed to kind of lose track of what this side quest was about. I thought we were hunting for supplies, but we were actually hunting for a person who I guess was spying on the Wang Mang army clockwork dudes supplies, or I don't know exactly what the side quest was honestly about. Find out easily enough, I suppose, by looking at the completed side quest, but it ended up being Yang satisfied with her arm, and she now has a nice new weapon in her arsenal. Situation would be dire if Zhang Shuwei had not found out about the Lujin operation. Um, Follow the footprints. Okay, we can't actually go back and find out then what really happened, except that it ended up with us having, special super laser arm. So now we can take General Shanggong's message to Yu Shui and warn Liu Ji. Yushu. So which one's Liu Ji? Liu Ji is his brother, I think. I keep going to character and expecting to find out about characters. It's the journal. We find out about this. Oh, imbued crossbowmen. I already fought crossbowmen, but this imbued crossbow can now fire not just regular arrows, but highly explosive rounds. Oh. That was the boss type character from this. Okay. So Li Jui. Is that who we, No, Liu Ji. A modest man. Straightforward passion. Okay, so he's just a guy who was helping those brothers. He's not related to them? I don't know what's going on. I suppose we should take a look at her sister and her awesome new arm power. She has a clockwork arm. I thought she... Wait a second. Clockwork arm. I don't see that I get to improve it right now. Oh, I see. Gleam of Dawn. Tai Shi Jian casts a Gleam of Dawn in front of her, hitting all enemies in a straight line. So she can do that instead of the clockwork spell. And I'd never make her use the clockwork spell anyway. Yeah, so I actively control those skills, which I have been neglecting to do. But going forward, when we're in combat, I can make her use a laser arm. Yeah, like that, see? Yeah, I should be using all of their skills a lot more often, actually, because they recharge. It's not like not like they have MPs, they just have a cooldown, so I should be using them. Same as I should be using the Elysium Scroll. I complain the game is... Sometimes I don't feel like I control what's happening, and then I'm realized, oh, but I'm never freaking... I'm not using half of the stuff that the game gives me to use. Why can't I use the Elysium Rift? I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the... I mean, maybe they don't affect each other directly, but maybe they do more than I realized. Maybe, like, you can't use the Elysium Scroll within a few seconds of having used some other special ability. Or their cooldowns affect each other. Because the Elysium Scroll Yeah, the Elysium Rift doesn't seem to be regenning. I don't use it that often. I've been saving it for boss battles and not using it much, but now I'm like, why isn't it coming back? Will it start to come back after the others have come back? Does everything else have to be full before it will regenerate? Or now am I going to have to rest at an inn before I can use the Elysium Scroll? I may have messed this up a bit. At any rate, Dark Tidings. We want to get back in town and figure out what this whole subplot is with evil people trying to murder our friend. Maybe I can't use Elysium Rift because we're not in combat, and that's what this is about. Because she can go around shooting lasers all day long, whether or not we're in combat, apparently. Oh, wait, you get Elysium Rift back by damaging enemies, I think. So I really shouldn't have wasted it against regular old guys. If it works the way I'm starting to think it does now, that was foolish. It's not just a cooldown over time. Oopsie. It'll be alright, guys. We'll figure it out. General Shanggong will soon be Emperor. Perhaps, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be very good at it. Yeah, he didn't seem to care. Oh, also somebody tried to murder him. A gift of murder. Prepare the gift of an infiltrator.
什么？那人似乎来自圣公将军麾下，绿林军可能已遭渗透。只是人都死了，博生似乎也无意追究。这事严重的很，怎能不追究？将军不差，是担心惊扰圣公将军。这事儿由我来办。
I'm looking for an excuse to get rid of that guy, so.
这事你们不好处理，我来变现。
So the quest is over and no reward.
不知能否助我处理送给圣公将军的贺礼？没问题。
What?
你便说吧。
Go get like 4 direwolf pelts and some boner drugs and.
贺礼就是送料理？
是啊，圣公将军素来爱吃山珍海味。我看陈色正日在河边苦恼，该如何搜罗食材，就请你们搭把手了。
Wow, this really has gone downhill in terms of excitement. First, the subplot was about assassins and political intrigue. Now it's about gathering food for a chef. It's all the same subquest.
没想到要送给将军的是料理，不晓得会是什么菜色啊？
要进献给将军，肯定不会太马虎的。说不准还有什么特殊的食材。
Yeah, we'll have to get like a purple newt. Or is it the gold newt? You definitely had to gather a newt for some kind of special quest in Lufia and the Fortress of Doom when they were really desperately stretching the story out.
等等，别做傻事啊！
There's so much to live for.
我只是
It's not a particularly high bridge.
只是想抓个鱼而已，吓着你们了。
It's trying to catch them by jumping into them and dying.
我们受刘将军所托，来替你张罗食材。有什么需要的就告诉我们，别再自己跳进河里了。
Okay, why don't you jump in the river then?
别给将军添麻烦。没想到他直接请人来了。我呀，
You're gonna kill yourself over your inability to get these ingredients?
可否替我采回上头的野菜？
交给我们吧。
No problem. It's not like my sister's body needs to be replaced or there's all sorts of danger to the land only we can solve. We'll go get your ingredients for you.
回菜 紫姜。
See cluster mallow,
都
yellow.
是些常见的野菜，也许村外便有。
Maybe there
赶
is.
紧
Maybe
采完
there's
带
not.
回去给他吧。
I think it's cute that the king and the guardian spirit guy just keeps landing on her sister's arm. Oh, it's a new quest. So Dark Tidings ended. All right, so the Dark Tidings quest actually did end, and we did get a reward for it. And now we're on to collecting ingredients as a new quest. So the chef Chen Si has prepared the meat. It's up to you to find the vegetables. We
如
gotta
果帮了
gather
那个厨
leaves.
师，我们应当也能尝上几口吧？
Nope.
哦，
No way.
但是阿兄可要好好记得那味道。
会的。
She
到时候
wants
一展
us
手
to
艺，做给香儿吃。
小鬼也懂料理。
Yeah, of course I do.
做下去就懂了。
Oh.
这我可不敢吃。
Yeah, if you were my guinea pig, I'd treat you better. So that's a cute little bit of dialogue there. That the girl wants to steal food and then remembers she can't eat, but she still had this instinct to mischievously steal food. And the brother's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely going to steal some of that food. We got leaks. This is a dumb quest. We got marshmallows or whatever the hell that said, and now it's time for some ginger. This really is not much of a quest, is it? Went from political intrigue to just gathering ingredients that were all right there and finding the chef. Am I even heading the right way? Yes, I am. I didn't want to find there was suddenly a wall and that I needed to move differently. Wow. They weren't there when you dropped them, and suddenly something appeared in my hand.
陈兄做的是什么呀？可真香。
I needed them to finish this dish.
羔羊用的呀。
I am explaining things you already know.
纤维烤
Cauldron
会
lamb.
用大釜炖煮。不多说，待会儿请你们吃上几口。
That actually sounds pretty good. Lamb is my mom used to make lamb all the time. Pretty tasty stuff depending on how it's
这个
prepared.
真好喝，
Oh, never mind, it's a soup.
羔羊肉也炖得恰到好处，真是厉害。
Yeah, lamb, like properly stewed lamb, so it's really tender, is
这
really
样一
good
来啊
eats.
肯定就能进项给圣上了。
嘿，狗儿看起来也想吃呢。
Yeah, well, that's too bad. He's not the emperor,
这
is he?
小毛头就爱吃我煮的肉羹，回头再给他吃些。我把肉羹带到圣上府邸，咱们就在那儿碰头吧。
Okay, let's
那肉
warp
羹
into
可
the
真是好
royal
吃，
residence.
口齿留香。刘将军的眼光挺不错的，找到陈兄做厨子。圣公将军肯定会喜欢。
看阿兄在那吃的津津有味的。
香儿这不是也
Yeah,
吃味
yeah,
了吗？
I know, you're jealous.
阿兄，
What, you want me to tell you taste like shit? Just because you can't taste? And, oh, I bet you the story, I'm so brilliant and insightful. I bet you anything the Emperor guy is like, this tastes like shit. I refuse to eat it because he's a jerk. The fact that the quest isn't over yet makes me think that's where it's heading. And I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, lamb is a food that taught me to be open to new things, because I'd eaten lamb for years, the way my mom fixes lamb. It's very good. And during a visit to the old country, one of my, I'm trying to remember who it was, I think she was my aunt, in Dublin, actually fixed lamb with mint sauce, which I'd heard of, I'd never tried before. I made myself try it. Fucking delicious. not two flavors. Like lamb is savory. It's a little bit gamier than beef, and it's savory. And I was not expecting it to be good with mint sauce. I'd heard of that combo. I was like, why wouldn't you just eat those two things separately? Oh, so freaking good though. Twinkle, twinkle, lucky stars. Oh, never mind. I guess it did go well.
这肉羹竟好吃到让你做了官。
Yeah, well, you better give us an official rank. We gathered those incredibly awesome vegetables.
只是圣上又出了个难题给我。若你们能再帮帮我，那就太好了。
他要你
I'll
做什
become
么？
dictator of all chefs.
小
if
兄
we
弟
succeed.
可有听过山王骨肉汤？
未曾。
No,
那
that
既
sounds
是
like
羹
some
汤
bullshit.
也是药膳，其中最精华的在于山
Oh,
王
so we have to go murder a Mountain King.
就
Sounds
是狼
great.
妖。
狼妖入菜，能吃吗？
Of course you can eat wolf meat. I mean, I don't know
可好吃
that
了。
I've never had
人
it,
们
but
以为精怪之肉坚韧难食，其实啊是用错了方法。
那么，这次就是要帮你猎头狼妖来了。
that's more interesting than gathering
是啊
vegetables.
毕竟危险，哎，我也不会白白亏待你们的。
You'll get some
放
of
在
my
圣上的
delicious
赏钱
wolf stew.
肯定分些给你们。
好，你就在这儿等我们吧。
这次还要求一道特殊的药膳，圣公将军估计是真的挑
No,
骨。
he's not. Maybe he's trying to
山
get the
王
chef
骨肉
killed.
汤，我也没听说过。
吉鹏大王吃过精怪的肉吗？
How many times? Okay, I thought it was
大王
cute,
才不
but
吃那类小药。
how many times is that bird gonna like
这
land
样
on her
肯定
arm?
会闹肚子。
It was already on her arm at the end of the last scene, and then now it's just like. Apparently, they're really pleased with how that effect came out because they're kind of using it a lot. Alright, this time I think I will throw down a save because I have proved myself quite capable of messing up in combat recently. Yeah, I burned through our Elysium scroll, and I'm not 100% sure that dealing damage in combat is how you bring it back. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I am, however, sure that this is not the first time, nor will it be the last time, that I jump away from a save point, because the button that I would think would be the one for, did I even do it right? Did I even save? Okay, I think I did. I'll save over it again to be sure. They switch back and forth, like, circle is interact with the save point, and then it's the rightmost button. It's the one that you would think is cancel. And that's the one you have to press to interact. Now, once you get into menus, it goes to what you would expect. So you can't even get used to, oh, the button on the far right is confirmed, because it stops being confirmed once you get into the save menu. That's madness. I think we're gonna go fight this wolf right where we had a prior boss fight, maybe? I think we got it. Still don't know how to get that Elysium Rift going, though. Oh, more monsters. I was like, wait, what happened there? Trying to remember how to get out of here. Once we've dropped down here, we do have to go all the way back around, don't we? It's a bit of a hike. Oh no, we can hop up here. Give me 1 second. I have to look at something that's popped up. Oh, adorable updates on nephews. Not anything that we need to be worried about right this second. Okay. Meanwhile, we got inventory items. I should be looking at these inventory items before I lose them forever. Take me to bed or lose me forever. Meaty bone for Chensa. Direwolf meat still in the bone. Seems juicy. Yeah, so we lost forever the chance to read about those awesome vegetables that we gathered. You have what you need. Take Chen see his delivery. Or Chensa, possibly. Chensa! Chen's cooking is without question the best in the entire Lulan army. What do you mean without question? If you tried everyone else's cooking, the soldiers all sang his praises, saying even the most exhausted of them could be reinvigorated by his food. They called him the secret weapon of the Lulan army, and that their shouted victory relied on his meat broth. Well, that's nice. It's nice that he's getting credit for his awesomeness as a chef. Because, you know, we're bringing him vegetables and meat, but at the end of the day, he's the one actually applying some culinary skill here. It's not like it's some secret spice that if we just add it to any dish, it automatically is awesome, as you might get in some like mystical quest item. This is like, I need this meat. Can you bring me meat? Once you bring me meat, I am going to use incredible skill to make it good.
哎呦，你们动作可真是快呀！
We were pretty fast actually, but the wolf was like right there.
多亏了
Well,
刘
this
将
time
军
it
的
was in
师
our
傅
hand. We didn't just
结束
drop
后
nothing and then
可得
something
好好
appeared.
向他致谢。不如你们先到刘将军那儿等我吧，让你们在这儿苦等也不好。
Yeah, I don't want you guys to watch how I cook this thing. It'll really creep you out. It's kind of gross.
就这么办。陈兄
So,
赶紧进去
but
做菜吧。
you guys don't want to
免得
watch
生
the
气
hot
了
dogs. You don't want to watch the sausage get made. You know what I mean? Oh, we lost the meaty bone. We don't like meat, but sure likes the bone. Sorry, it's a terrible song from the, I remember it was the 90s or the 80s. She don't like meat, but she sure likes the bone. Can't remember the name of the song. It was a girl's name, and it was like, oh, Marianne. She's an intellectual. Mariana, she's quite sexual. That might not even be the name. I just remember the lyrics being awful.
不能惊动将军，也不能弄得满城风雨。想个办法。
I guess we're back to the plot line about murder and assassins and stuff.
刘将军，抱歉，
We took care of a bunch of like dumb food plot lines. Are you ready to move forward with the political
调查
plot
得很
line?
顺利吗？
有个底了，这事情我会替博生将军办好。
You're gonna get killed, aren't you?
倒是陈色呢？
将军，将军，多亏了你的师谱，
Oh, yeah, it's his
我呀
recipe, is it?
又被封为骑都尉了。圣上说，日后的膳食都由我主责。
I gotta come up with some kind of paleo thing for him.
那真是太好了，我正巧有些事要请你帮忙。
This time I want you to poison him.
行，我陈色这条命就献给绿林军了。
我先和子虚谈完，请你稍等了。
圣公将军真那么喜
Wait, am
欢
I
陈色的
Juju?
菜
What's
啊？
going on?
谁知道呢？至少这么做，咱们和圣公将军的关系也能拉近一些。这样，事情就好办了。
确实是如此。
子旭，可否最后再安排
Perhaps if we give him sufficiently delicious
我听闻
food, he'll
圣公
stop
将
being
军
an asshole.
也喜爱先知熬制的汤品，打算让陈色试试。搜集完后，直接到灶房给他
I
点
think
醒。
we really are moving towards assassinating
没问题。
this guy with poisoned mushroom soup.
这次可以让我们也喝上几碗了吧？
Yeah, he's gonna tell us, no, you don't want to die.
这是无妨，
Okay,
我
never
会再和
mind.
他说的。
Forget everything I just said about
Joe,
poison. It's not where
Mahani.
the story's going at all. Unless he wants us to be poisoned as well. Yeah, they're myconoid. Well, you know, these side quests are kind of taking
真
over
没想到
everything forever.
陈兄就这样平步青云了。哼，圣公将军就只对我们苛刻。
No,
下次
he's
就
not
学
kind
到
to
了。
everybody who doesn't
有
feed him
出于
delicious
圣公将
food.
军，先送他一锅肉羹，一锅不够就送他2锅。
那也得要肉羹做得好吃才行。
Hey, what the fuck do you know about my cooking? He slaps her. And so the game is taking a very dark turn here all of a sudden. I like the idea that this treasure was waiting to be collected earlier if we knew. If only we knew how important it was. Is this it for this quest? Oh, the dog. Uh-oh.
香儿，先别过去。
He might still be covered in poison.
不行，死了。他的死状不太对劲，得好好查一下。
You can tell his death is unusual. His mouth is still open. Well, we got a bunch of new quests. Scheme revealed. Well, we got some new. We got credit for clearing a quest there, and we got a dead dog to show up in the story. So it's always fun when they introduce, very briefly, mind you, but they did introduce this adorable little dog so that it could die terribly. Fungi often seen on tree stumps. Legend says it can revive the dead. Maybe we should use it on that dog. Scheme revealed. The kitchen is a mess. Chen Che says dog died here. Search for clues. Stressed Sales was just a huge ripoff, but at this point, I think these other side quests have given us enough gold that it's made up for it. And we've leveled up a few times without having to fight a bunch of enemies. So we're searching for clues now, which seems to be... Why don't you just stay on her arm? Like the first 2 times I saw that, I thought it was cool. Now it's like constant. It's her like Mega Man blinks when you don't input a move command after a second thing.
羹汤的味道感觉并无问题。
You just tasted the stew that the dog ate and then died?
野狗嘴边确实沾着羹汤。
陈兄这
Maybe
次也给
something
了
that's
狗
not
儿
good
吃
for。dogs.
看来是的。
Now there are foods, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there are, because I'm not a dog person, I've never owned a dog. Family used to have cats when I was younger, and since kind of moving out on my own, I've never like really taken it upon myself to get a pet for the house. But there are foods that are fine for humans and would make a dog really sick. Like, aren't dogs like chocolate? Isn't chocolate terrible for dogs? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Which is one of the things that makes this such a great Let's Play. Alright, so we're going to call it a video, but when we come back next time, we're just going to continue. The side quests in this game... I'm getting like a love-hate relationship with this game. It's really neat to see a game about... Because there's so many games, mostly from Japan. Occasionally see one from America. About... Set in like ancient China. It's nice to see a game coming out of... this game is from Taiwan, not Singapore, right? I don't know how I got myself confused. But there's so many little touches about it that I'm like, oh, the side quests, it's like they've played games from the West and are still getting a hang on how to do stuff. Because these side quests, there's never really any real searching to be done. They always tell you exactly where to go using the map, which is like, there's making your side quests easy, and then there's making them trivial, where like you don't have to search anything out. It's very easy to go too far in the wrong direction, where there's like, go find a vegetable, and they don't really tell you anything about how to find it. Or like, you know, Legend of Mana had a lot of like, here's just some little thing that you're told to do, but there's no indication about where you go to do it, and even if you know the right place to go, like, there's a huge amount of luck into whether the thing you want to find spawns. You can go too far in the other direction. But yeah, some of these side quests, they do seem a bit trivial. But, from a story perspective, I can't help but feel like if I actually understood Chinese, so that I could get past the barrier of reading subtitles rather than actually enjoying... there is a barrier to feeling a character and getting into a story when you don't understand the language. That's true. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Never let them make you feel like you're ignorant, because you have a harder time connecting when you're reading subtitles. It can be overcome. But I do feel like I'd be into this game and these characters. I don't know why I'm speechifying all of a sudden. I guess what I'm getting at is I'm getting drawn into the side quest. I'm finding it interesting. I hope it goes somewhere interesting. Because at this point we've done enough running around back and forth collecting meat and veg and dead dogs that I'll be disappointed if it doesn't go anywhere interesting. And seeing as it's not required, that is a possibility. But we'll find out more next time.